a year ago, maybe 13 months or something, Darcy and I were down in Walt Disney World, oddly enough, going to bed at about 11 o'clock and just feeling awfully blessed and happy about having almost all of our family down there. It was the first day. We were just discussing the day and about to go to sleep, and the phone rings. Now, my line of work, the phone ringing after 10 o'clock is never a good thing. But this time it was Colin. And mouthing to Darcy that it was Colin, she's going like first alarmed and then hopeful, and then he just basically asked if he could have Michelle's hand in marriage. And after zero time thinking about it, and mouthing it sort of to Darcy as I'm talking to Colin, trying to be cool, and her fists pumping in the air, happy days, everything. Quickly said yes, and he said, "That's really great because I'm right down the road, and I'm here to surprise Michelle and ask her." We all know the rest of the story. It was truly magical, but it gives you an indication of just how creative and dedicated to each other these two are. I mean, the length, everything is not a production in a difficult way. It's a wonderful collaboration with each other. But anyhow, there's something really wonderful about marriage, and I've been thinking about it. Last night, those of us that were lucky enough to attend the wonderful rehearsal dinner John and Pat Gill put on for everybody, heard from family and friends, three on each side, the Gills and the Kings, talking about their reminiscences and everything, or stories that they remembered about them, and it was really remarkable. And Pat put on this just wonderful movie. Is that correct?
Very good.
that basically, at the end of it, you knew a couple of things. You knew that they were both raised in just an incredibly loving and supportive environment. And you also knew that they had foundations that were just set their moral compasses, I think. Hey, Bubba. They I don't know. Sorry. But anyhow, they absolutely adore each other. We adore them. There's just a creative, synergistic force to them. And it's going to be more than just producing beautiful photographs and wonderful pieces of art and business things that Colin will do, or events like this. It's going to go into just a synergistic force that will take their marriage to places that every parent would be so proud to see their children go. It's really exciting for us. With that in mind, I'll cut you all a break and cut it short. Just want to say blessings on you and peace, and we love you more than we can ever describe. We're so happy and so proud of both of you. Can't wait to meet the new ones eventually. We know that they'll be raised in a creative, nurturing, wonderful, loving environment like you all were, both of you. And it sure shows. On behalf of Darcy and I, we love you and congratulations.
Colin is so darn cute, but he is so late, always. That's why I thought he moved out west anyway, in the first place, just so he could get those 3 extra hours so he could be on time. Anyway, Michelle said she's working on that one. There's a couple of things that just remind me of my brother when we were younger, where we'd butt heads occasionally, or a little more than occasionally. But my parents, they were travelers, so they traveled quite a bit. And I'd always have parties at the Gill's house. And me being older than my brother, I would invite almost all of Alexandria to my parents' house. And my parents would always leave the emergency number, and my brother knew where that number was. So my brother would always call that emergency number when there was people at my house. So as soon as my parents came back home, yes, I was grounded for however long it was. Anyway, a few years later, Colin was my age then. Next thing I know, he's inviting the younger part of Alexandria over to the house. And a few of those guys are over here, Peter Harding and John Januzzi. You guys are here, you were in the house. So those were just a couple of the things that bothered me. Also, my father would always, Saturday mornings, my father would yell up the stairs. He'd say, "John, get up, time to cut the grass. It's 8 in the morning." Why do I have to cut the grass? Why can't Colin? Colin has allergies. He gets to sleep till 11 o'clock every Saturday while I'm out cutting the grass. Unbelievable. And then all week when I got down here, I live in Florida, so I haven't seen any hills or mountains or anything in quite some time, but it's a beautiful flight over here and everything. So as soon as I land, my brother says, I knew I was the best man, but he said, "You're going to be in charge of the rings." I said, "Okay, great. I won't lose them or whatever." So he kept reminding me, "You can't lose the rings. You can't lose the rings. You can't lose the rings." I said, "Okay, I will not lose the rings. Not a problem." I brought the rings today. So he has not told anybody, but at my wedding, I said the same exact thing to him. We get in the limo. We get all the way to the church. "Colin, do you have the rings?" "No." Mr. Creativity forgets the ring at Gigi and Grump's house. Anyway, those are just a couple of little things that I wanted to say about my brother. And Michelle, Colin, I'm glad you guys are hitched. It's about time. And you guys make a beautiful couple. But anyway, if everybody would just pick up their glasses and just give these guys a toast for a happy, healthy, long
Cheers, baby. But you know what? I'll take a big. You know what?
Thank you, John.
Here, baby.
Michelle, Colin, would now like to say a few words.
That your body makes, that your body makes, that your body makes, that your body makes.
They're basically having sex on the dance floor. Brandy, cover your eyes. You gotta do the twirl, dude. Do a twirl. Twirl. Oh, hook up. Oh, yeah. Oh. Really, buddy? Jeez.
Softly Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
That was wonderful. Okay, Michelle and Colin would now be opening the concession stand.
Okay.
Alright, we're not actually eating the cake, so whoa.
Look at the cake.
Was this the right kind of cut?
Sorry. You guys did perfect. Woo! Concessions are open.
Grab some snacks.
Cake in the face?
The kids are like, I am going for it.
Okay,
Straight for it. Bazooka.
You want a cookie? You want one of these?
Michelle, do that again. Give each other a kiss, but do it.